season is upon us. And actually, if we're being honest, it has been for quite some time. But if you've been putting off your holiday shopping because you don't know what to get for those hikers and backpackers in your life, then I am here to help you. I have compiled a list of my 10 favorite gifts for every hiker, backpacker, or outdoorsy person in your life. Look, these are things that they're guaranteed to love, but if they don't, I don't know, get them a gift card. This is my show, gosh darn. I've picked 10 pretty big gifts, but if you're looking for some smaller items, make sure you stick around to the end, because I've also compiled a list of my favorite stocking stuffers. Stocking stuffers. Poof. The first gift we have is the FlexTail Tiny Pump, which is a small air pump that inflates your sleeping pad. Ta-da! So this is what it looks like in the box. This is the pump itself. We have a charger in the bottom, and then all these adapters that let the FlexTail pump fit on almost any sleeping pad valve. The FlexTail Tiny Pump 2 weighs only 100 grams, so it's very, very lightweight, and it makes blowing up your sleeping pad incredibly fast. Hit me. Ready? Boom! Get out of here, sleeping pad. On top of that, this actually doubles as a lantern. If you press and hold that button, it turns on a light and then a little way to hang it up. And that is the FlexTail Tiny Pump, one of my favorite gifts for backpackers. Next. The next thing on my gift list is something that you have seen on the channel this year a lot. And that is my Canuck water bottle and my Sawyer Squeeze filter. Ooh, did you see how I caught that? I was like, ba-bam, ba-bam. Ooh, yeah, feeling cool. This Canuck water bottle is soft-sided, so it actually collapses down, and it's just one of the most useful and best ways for me to carry my water when I'm backpacking. If you're shopping for a backpacker who is currently using smart water bottles, I would highly recommend getting them some of these Canuck bottles. I find them to be way more durable, way more practical, and they're actually designed to be reused as opposed to single-use plastics that backpackers just tend to reuse. I also like the idea that if you are shopping for somebody who insists on using smart water bottles and you get this for them, it's sort of like a subtle way of being like, stop.
Get some help.
This was actually a fantastic system for me to use in conjunction with my Sawyer Squeeze filter. This is my favorite water filtration and drinking system. On the topic of hydration and water, we're gonna go to pee stuff. Pee and poo. This is kind of a twofer. I have stuff related to peeing outside, and then I also have a trowel. So this is the Bogler Co. trowel. This is an ultralight trowel that is far and away the best ultralight trowel I have ever used. This Bogler Co. trowel is super lightweight. It's really easy to hold on to. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I have just tried many of them, and this is far and away the best. And for peeing in the woods, I have a pee style and a Kula cloth. So let me first pull out the pee style for you. This is a pee style, so you can basically like hold this against your body, and then you pee into it, boop, and then the pee goes, wabow. That direction. This one is super, super easy to use, and it comes in a bunch of different fun, bright colors. And then we have this, which is really cool. This is my own branded Kula cloth.
Oh my God.
Kula Cloth is a company that makes antimicrobial pee cloths. They're waterproof on one side, antimicrobial on the other side, and absorbent. You basically use this to dab yourself dry after you pee. I am a huge fan of Kula Cloth, and I am so excited that I finally have my own designed Kula Cloth. It says, "This is my Kula gosh darn" on it, and then it has all of these like different little icons and things on it that are related to me and to the channel. This Kula cloth is currently for sale on Kula's website, but there's a super limited number of them available. So if you want one, I would definitely recommend going and getting it. Ta-da! Great, moving on. So this is a hard-sided bear canister from Bear Vault. This is the smallest bear canister that they make, and this is the one that I tend to use the most often. This is fantastic for overnight backpacking trips or for like 2-day trips if you're a solo hiker. Of all the different bear canister sizes that I own, and I do own all of the different Bear Vault canister sizes.
You do?
This is the one that winds up in my pack the most often. If you are gifting someone a Bear Vault bear canister, I think a really cool way to level up this gift is to fill it with some backpacking meals that you think they'll love. I have put some of my all-time favorite backpacking meals in this bear canister. Bushka's Kitchen Zesty Zoodles, Good To Go's 3-bean chili, Moroccan Feast from Happy Yak, the Butternut Doll Bot from Peak Refuel, Delicio's Blueberry Vanilla Overnight Oats, and and a couple of LMNT packets, chocolate raspberry, chocolate mint, and chocolate chai. These make up LMNT's chocolate medley, which is a limited edition available only at the holiday season collection of delicious LMNT flavors designed to be drank hot. As the weather gets a lot colder, it is kind of unpleasant to be drinking cold water. And as someone who gets dehydrated super easily and has to consistently replenish my electrolytes, mixing powdered electrolyte mix with cold water is just kind of a bummer. But that's where these things are really awesome. These 3 flavors of LMNT are actually designed to be mixed with hot water. So whether you're mixing them in with just like boiled water at camp or your morning coffee or drinking them at night, they are really, really delicious, and they offer a fantastic way to replenish your electrolytes without having to chug like a liter of freezing cold water when it is freezing outside. If you haven't yet tried LMNT, but you are intrigued by the chocolate medley, then you can actually go to the link below, which is drinklmnt.com/Miranda Goes Outside, and place an order there for the chocolate medley. You'll also get a sample pack of all of LMNT's standard 8 flavors, but if I were you, I would get this chocolate medley while you can. Next up, we have one of my favorite pieces of backpacking gear, my ultralight titanium pot, and a long-handled spoon or spork. I love this thing. So I actually got this kind of as an alternative to my long-handled titanium spork. I love that spork, but I find that it's sometimes really hard to clean. It gets this like weird coating on it, and I just wanted to try something different. The head of this has a really nice like mouth feel, so you don't have to have like titanium in your teeth. It still has a nice long handle on it, which means you can scoop down in the bottom of your food bags without getting your hands all dirty. I do feel like it is a big enough spoon capacity that you don't really need the stabby action you get with a spork. It's kind of enough to just have like the scoopy action. Now, because the spoon is silicone and not titanium, you can actually put this into your pot to stir stuff, and it won't make that awful metal on metal screeching sound that you get if you're like stirring something in a metal pot with a metal spoon. It's very nice sounding, not like scrapey and bad. This is my favorite ultralight pot. I just find that this is exactly what I need and nothing more. It stores fuel inside it. I can put my stove in here. I like that it has a little lid that's easy to take off. I also think that a titanium pot is one of those things that seem like unnecessary when you're first backpacking. And a lot of backpacking stoves come in like kit versions where you can buy the stove with a pot that goes with it. My personal opinion is that the pots that come with those stove kits are never as good as this titanium pot from Snow Peak. Combined, these 2 things just make a really fantastic cook kit. Dinner! Moving right along. Next up, we have 2 of my favorite winter backpacking things, which are a sleeping bag liner and my Nemo Pillow Elite pillow. This is a tiny inflatable pillow from Nemo, and it is far and away the most comfortable inflatable pillow that I have ever found. Backpackers often think that they don't want a backpacking pillow, so this is me here to tell you that if you're buying one as a gift for someone, get them this one. It's the best. They will love it. Plus, it comes in fun colors. Oh, it's just so incredibly cozy. It's super, super light. You hardly notice that it's in your pack, but it makes a world of difference in comfort. This is definitely one of those gifts that's like for the ultralighter in your life who doesn't know that they're not actually sleeping well. I love it. Sticking with the Nemo and the sleep theme, we also have here a sleeping bag liner. This is essentially just a really soft like piece of fabric that is kind of shaped like a lightweight mummy bag. And this goes into your sleeping bag to help keep you warm. If you're shopping for a backpacker who is like looking to break into winter camping, but maybe doesn't quite have warm enough gear or is like starting to stock up on stuff to help them stay warm, then a sleeping bag liner is an awesome way to essentially give them a little boost of warmth and comfort at night without investing in like a new sleeping bag. Great, watch out! Moving on, I have 2 things to recommend that are on the pricier end, but I think are really amazing gifts. The Garmin Instinct watch and a Garmin InReach Mini. Can we just talk about how well I'm doing at catching this stuff? It's like kind of amazing. Who knew I was like such a suave Don Juan?
Did Don Juan catch things?
No, but that's like suave. I'm just saying I feel cool. So these are 2 separate gifts that I'm recommending. You don't need to have these 2 things together for them to work. So let's start with the Garmin Instinct watch. It is far and away the best hiking watch that I have ever used. The coolest thing about the Garmin Instinct is the fact that the battery life lasts so long. It actually has a solar face on it, so it charges when you are like out hiking. If you are shopping for a backpacker or hiker who loves data and likes to track where they are and really like keep up with a map and trail finding and all of that, the Garmin Instinct is amazing.
I prefer a Rolex GMT Master 2.
Oh my God. You're getting a Flextail air pump, bitch. Moving on from the Garmin Instinct watch, but sticking with Garmin products, we have the Garmin InReach Mini. The Garmin InReach Mini is a satellite messenger. It also has a tracking feature on it, but since I have my Garmin Instinct watch, I tend to use this mostly for the ability to send satellite messages, have an option for an SOS beacon if I need it, and also get weather reports. I'm not saying you have to have one of these to go backpacking, but I do think that they are an amazing gift for hikers or backpackers, particularly if you gift them both the InReach Mini as well as a subscription plan that allows them to utilize the texting features on this device. I do think that these two devices bring huge peace of mind when you're out hiking and backpacking, particularly if you are alone. Now, we are taking a step away from the gear-focused gifts to share one of my favorite gifts for the hiker or backpacker who maybe has all of the stuff that they need. And that is a subscription to Trails magazine. So I have here all 4 of the first copies of Trails magazine. And this is just such a beautiful piece of art that is also chock full of amazing adventure stories. Look how cool! I actually write a column for Trails magazine called Trails Obscura, where I answer the hard to answer questions about hiking and backpacking. Things like, how do I deal with imposter syndrome? What do I do if I see someone violating a rule of leave no trace? And any other big questions that come up. So if you do gift someone a subscription to Trails magazine, you are also supporting me and the channel, but also tell them to write in their questions at the Trails Obscura page, because I would love to answer as many of these challenging to answer backpacking questions as I can. For the person who has everything, Trails magazine subscription, this is truly a gift that keeps giving. Boop. I have one more big gift on this list before I get to a lightning round of stocking stuffers, and that is my Apex Torrid hoodie from Enlightened Equipment. This is my all-time favorite insulated jacket. Rainer actually gifted this jacket to his brother, and his brother loves it. He lives in cold place Minnesota or something. Where does he live?
He lives in South Bend, Indiana.
Indiana's really close to Minnesota though, right? They're touching. They're bordering. They're very close. Anyway, this is the best insulated jacket that I have ever worn. This jacket breathes. It keeps me warm. It makes me very comfortable at camp. And I find it to be just the layer in my pack that I never want to remove. Now you can buy Enlightened Equipment jackets already made on Garage Grown Gear's website, but Enlightened Equipment also does custom order jackets. So you could actually pick an outer layer and an inner layer color for your giftee. Oh, you should have done that with Notre Dame's colors for Christian. What are they blue and gold, red and green? Green and orange, am I close? So if you are thinking of gifting an Apex Torrid jacket to someone who might want to customize the colors or the size of the jacket, then I would recommend getting them a gift card to Enlightened Equipment. From there, they could actually use that gift card to create a custom Apex Torrid jacket and make sure that they're getting exactly what it is that they want. Boop. So that rounds out my 10 favorite gifts for backpackers and hikers. But if you're looking for some smaller items that are more appropriate as stocking stuffers, I've compiled a few of my favorites as well. And I'm just gonna blast through these as quickly as I can to share some of these ideas with you. First up, we have this classic pocket knife from Swiss Army. In my opinion, this is really the only pocket knife that any hiker or backpacker needs. You don't need pliers when you're out backpacking and hiking. You basically just need a knife, you need scissors, and a toothpick in case you get a stray piece of food stuck in your teeth. Next, we have my Nightcore headlamp. This is an ultralight headlamp that I was ultra surprised when I fell in love with, but I think that this is just a fantastic, super lightweight, incredibly bright headlamp, so it makes it a fantastic stocking stuffer. I also have here some cozy winter socks. My favorite brand right now is a brand called Tough Cutie, and then also some neoprene toe sleeves. You just slide these on over your socks and they do an amazing job of insulating your toes. Toe sleeves, they're great, get them. This is maybe more of a gag gift than anything else, but we have here a Puffin can koozie. Puffin makes all sorts of hilarious little jackets, but they recently launched this retro line. I mean, come on, who wouldn't love to get this in a stocking? I also have some small gear bags or ditty bags. So these are all made from either Dyneema or Ultra fabric, and they are super, super lightweight and make it super easy to organize your gear. These bags are also waterproof, and some of them come with really fun printed designs on them. I just absolutely love these bags. This is a no-sew patch, which is a gear repair patch. No-sew patches are peel and stick patches that you can use to either decorate your gear or to patch up holes. And they come in all sorts of fun, different designs and styles. And then last we have a bandana from Bandits. All of my bandanas are from Bandits. They just make some awesome patterns and designs. And I do think that bandanas are super practical for all hikers and backpackers, but I've also used bandanas as my wrapping paper in the past, where I've like wrapped up gifts that I've gotten for other people in a bandana that they then get to keep. Ta-da! Boom, that is it. Stocking stuffers. So that concludes my fairly last-minute holiday gift guide. If you are just getting started on your holiday shopping, or if you've already done it all and are just looking for the final awesome item for the outdoorsy person in your life, then I am confident that something that I mentioned in this video is bound to be a huge hit. If there's some stuff on your holiday wish list, I would love to know what that is in the comments below, because I'm always looking for my own ideas. If you liked this video, make sure that you hit the like button, and I would love it if you subscribed to my channel. And with that, I will see you all outside. Have a happy holiday. Bye. Toodaloo. Chim chim cheerio. All right, great. Go shopping. Go shop. Bye. Dun 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 dun.